Hello, 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 beautiful soul. Welcome to the ongoing journey. My name is Lisa Forbriger, and today I want to talk about something that is really close to home, and that is firstly being an introvert, but not only being an introvert and being able to speak your truth. Now, this is something that I've personally gone through honestly hell for to learn about, to grow through, and just to be able to get here at this point talking on a video is honestly something I probably wouldn't have seen myself doing like 5 years ago. So I want to be able to share kind of how I've gotten here and also maybe some tips to help you get through those tough times and so that you're able to speak your truth, or at least have a better idea of how to get through some of the fears that are holding you back. Being an introvert is something that, those extroverts don't really understand. And I think it's because we're really inside of our heads, whether that's overthinking or just having a whole new internal world going on inside of our minds. And something that we really need to take advantage of is having an environment that is quiet so that we can have the space to kind of process and go through what's going through in our minds. This is something I find extremely beneficial, having my own space, not being around a lot of people, because when I am around a lot of people, I tend to go to darker sort of thoughts because I'm not having the room to process things. So having a space where you can be free to let your feelings out, which are valid, by the way, to, go where when you've had enough of the people around you, you can just get away. You can just close the door and get away. This is something, honestly, I think is the most important. And if you're in a really noisy or chaotic environment, I really, really recommend you to kind of recognize where you're at and see how you can change things around you, even if that is noise canceling headphones. Honestly, some of the smallest things can benefit you in such big ways. Another amazing thing I love to do as an introvert is taking the time to reflect. I'll find that when people are talking to me, I actually have, quite a bit of time to sort of think about what I'm going to say and how to say it. And this also kind of goes hand in hand with active listening. So embrace active listening, really listen to what people have to say, their perspectives, their worldviews, because this is going to give you the chance to connect with them firstly, but it's also going to give you a chance to, while they're speaking, think about what you're going to say, and then you're going to be able to say it. And it's also because you're reflecting on what you're going to be saying, you're going to be saying more authentic things instead of things that are just popping up in your mind like straight away. One thing I really do want to mention too is practice to be assertive. And I know that this is extremely difficult because you don't want conflict. You don't want to have people sort of being aggressive or loud or mean. And I totally get that. I've totally, been there. But just practicing in small ways, even if it's just in your mind, to start with, saying, just because your feelings are valid. Firstly, you're allowed to have those feelings, whatever they are, and you're allowed to speak your truth about them. You're allowed to tell people you're feeling sad about what they've said or that you're feeling disrespected. And could you imagine if everyone in the world would actually say like how they felt after someone said something mean, like in a way that was like, not nasty, just kind of like, that really upset me when you said that. Like, you think that the world would be a bit of a better place? I don't know, just having that thought there. A major part of your life is also going to be your support system. Now, if you have friends or family who are bringing you down, who are not being very kind to you, and are maybe not being supportive in ways that you need, because recognize everyone is different and needs support in different ways. then you need to go and seek out support that actually will be valuable for you. As an introvert and a highly sensitive person, I am someone who needs a very strong support system. I also need friends who are going to know when things are a bit funny that I need a little bit of help, but I'm probably not going to ask for it. And I have struggled, I would say, in my earlier life finding friends like that. However, as an adult, I've definitely found it a lot easier to connect and form relationships that are strong and valuable for me, who support me, and I support them just as much. And they know who they are. They're probably watching this right now, and shout out to you guys because I love you. But honestly, it was a life-changing moment when I actually noticed I had a good support system around me. When I was younger, I definitely went through struggles of bullying and also people just not being very kind to me because I am different. But honestly, what's wrong with being different? No one is the same anyways, and who would want to be the same? It was a really interesting sort of learning curve for me going through life because friends would leave, friends would just be mean to me for no reason. And I honestly have gone through a lot of friends in my life that have come and gone, but I have also got a lot of friends who have stuck through me through thick and thin from the very start. You know, I have one friend from primary school still who I am she's still my best friend. I have one friend from high school who's still my best friend. And now as an adult, I've managed to really connect with other adults who are similar to me, who are on the same path as me, who have the same goals. And that's something I didn't recognize I could even have when I was younger. I thought I was kind of doomed to be alone and have no friends forever. And you know, I sort of look at my family, and sorry to say this to my family, but they don't have a lot of friends. They have a few small, tight circle friends. And I sort of thought it was just maybe it's just something with our family. We're not good enough to have friends, which is not true at all. We are. We just know our boundaries and we know the kind of people that we want to connect with. And recognizing that is honestly a game changer. And then seeking out the people who are like that, and then having those connections with people who are on similar paths, people who have similar goals to you, is just, it's honestly transformational. It'll uplift your life. It'll make you feel better. You can be yourself because you're with people who are going to love you for who you are. And that is so important. And honestly, it might not be your family. For me, my family is a bunch of weirdos and we all love each other unconditionally. And that's something I have been blessed with, is to have a beautiful family like that. Other people aren't going to have that, but other people are going to have friends who are going to be absolutely, the family that they needed. And it's finding those people, sticking with those people, and knowing that you do have a good support system around you. And if you're struggling to find them, find new ones. Find new people to connect with that you can make strong connections with. There are millions, billions of people out there that you can connect with. You just have to find them, right? If communicating is something that you are struggling with, speaking your words and maybe FaceTiming, or if you're feeling like you don't want to be on the phone, there are other ways to communicate with people. You can literally text. You can write them letters. You can send them pictures. Find ways that work for you. People who understand you are going to be okay with that. They're going to understand that, and they're going to support you through that, right? It's about finding that support circle again. And at the end of the day, it's all about finding balance. We're always going to be introverts at heart, after a big day out with friends or a big day out with family. I come home and I need to just be away from people for multiple hours, and that is perfectly fine. I love that. That's my life. I love that. There are other people who are going to be able to go out maybe for 5-10 minutes, go home and need to recover for days. That is totally okay too. Just keep working at it, keep working at it, getting better, keep working at improving, and find the balance. And then once you find the balance, give it a little bump, because you don't want to be in a comfort stage all the time. It's fun to be uncomfortable, at least I think so. Give it a little bump, but you know that there is always the balance to come back to. There is always your sanctuary to come back to. And also recognize it's different for everybody. Everybody has different methods to get through things. These are just my personal ways that I recommend getting through things that have helped me speak my truth, along with all of the other spiritual practices, personal development, self-love methods that I have gone through to even get to this point. But this is the place where I've started. And honestly, number one, I recommend getting a support circle around you that love you for who you are. They can be new people, they can be old people, they can be people you've known forever, people you've known tomorrow. Like, it doesn't matter. Find your circle, connect with them, and just make sure that when you are going through these stages, that you recognize how incredible it is to get to the places that you're getting to. Like, honestly, kudos to me for even getting this far to be able to make videos. Like I said in my first video, I've been wanting to make videos for 10 years. Here I am doing it as an introvert, okay? That means you can do it too. Push yourself. Don't wait 10 years like I did. Imagine if I started 10 years ago, who knows where I would be. So just keep taking action. Keep taking action. Consistent, imperfect action. You've got this. I believe in you. This is Lisa Forbriger, tapping out. If you loved this video, make sure that you give it a like and also to subscribe. I will be posting videos weekly, so make sure that you don't miss out. And I'll see you next week.